A little respect, a little homage today to T1E RC. So many of you may know and remember me and Silas. We had a company called T1E RC, and we built RC crawler chassis. And the interesting thing about that is these campers are going together a lot like our chassis did. See, the chassis were called TVPs, otherwise known as twin vertical plates. And then you had cross members going in between. And we would cut in 2D, we would cut out the two walls, if you will, which were the two sides of the chassis. And then you had cross members that went in between the two pieces, and you would attach your forward link, your skid plate, your roof, all these other supporting pieces to it. And so when I first started looking at building my own teardrop camper, the first thing that came to mind is I have no idea what I'm doing. I've never built a camper before. And very quickly in the design through CAD, I realized that all I was doing was building another twin vertical plate chassis. And as soon as I thought of it that way, everything changed. And it became very simple in design to put one of these things together, because it's built just like a twin vertical plate RC rock crawling chassis. Look that one up.
So the start of this episode is going to go something like this. We need to cut the sheet of Baltic birch plywood to fit both the width and the length of the trailer frame. With the use of the Craig track saw, we should easily be able to do this. This will allow us to make accurate cuts without the use of a table saw. You can see here, Mike is measuring a lot, and hopefully he'll only have to cut once. Next on the list is swapping out the spindles on the Timbren axle. Timbren makes two different width spindles for this application. One is wide and used for larger off-road tires, and the other is a bit more narrow and used for lower profile all-terrain or road tire and wheel combinations. We will be installing the narrow spindle to see if Mike's current wheel and tire combo from his original camper will fit this application.
Goodness gracious.
All right, so what we're doing here is what? Pulling this off, we're gonna go in there and test fit this against the smaller, shorter spindle to make sure that this wheel size and tire combination still clears the trailer portion of the camper. Is that right?
Yes, and I would really like to use this wheel on my future builds, but it has a massive offset to it. To even get it to the 13-inch fender, I had to put an offset to suck the wheel in. It's actually got the same offset as his Subaru rally car over there. So I want to use this with the standard offset spindle and it be perfect for a 10-inch fender instead of a 13.
As you can see here, the wheel and tire combo from Mike's original camper barely cleared the new trailer frame. Mike thinks that if he goes to a smaller tire size, he'll be able to clear the frame, plus tuck the tire just a bit under the fender.
That thing ain't gonna be that tight of a fit if I keep doing this.
It's starting to look like my drink can over here when I'm squeezing it.
Yeah.
So we decided to take one of the already cut sidewalls and lay on top of a fresh piece of plywood. Next, we would use a flush trim router bit and basically trace the sidewall to create a second exact replica of that wall. Mike would then use this wall as a template for future camper builds. Mike wants to use biscuit joining to ensure a level of accuracy to mating up the sidewalls and the floor of the camper. So we will be resorting to making biscuit joints, sorry. Sorry. don't think that panned out the way that I wanted it to. So we mounted the GoPro 10 up on the rafter above the trailer that we were working on, and it just didn't hold. I even had it tethered and the tether broke. So yeah, we'll just move on to this. Cutting slots for biscuits. Because we all love biscuits, right? You do. You do love biscuits. Okay guys, you've made it this far, and I appreciate everyone who stuck through. So if you're here and you hear me talking now, guess what? You got to like this video. Not only do you have to like it, but you need to subscribe to my channel. Ring that bell while you're at it so that you get notifications on any of the new videos that I will release in the future. Meanwhile, stay tuned for more about this camper build, my cycling adventures, and anything else that I have to post up here on YouTube. And remember, keep on adventuring.